it's a fantastic idea to have an MA in circus. Directing circus is very much in its infancy, even though we have maybe 30 or 40 years of new circus or contemporary circus or whatever one wants to call it. But most of us circus directors have learnt a little bit here and there, haphazardly. So I feel like a focused approach, an analysis on how it is that we make these shows is indispensable.
I think it's a very good thing to have for the circus sector. It's just a very good time to have a central place where a wealth of knowledge that has grown over the last decade and is coming through people, for it to bring that all together, to have different directors and collaborators come together and share skills and processes and creation processes that they have developed. So I think it's a really integral time to draw all of those skills together.
Absolutely, yes. I think it's a good idea to have an MA in directing in general. It's quite hard to get any kind of training for directing. And directing circus poses even further challenges, which are quite interesting challenges. So I think that there are not very many MAs in directing circus. Very often people ask me, I am not a circus performer, can I do an MA in directing circus? And of course, I don't come from circus, I come from theatre, film and the visual arts, and I think that it enriches the world and the universe of circus if people bring with them their own background and their own interests.
I think it's exactly the right approach because there's a mix of research and grounding, but also it's practical. So the students are getting to meet different directors and see different ways that they approach it, and then also create things themselves alongside the academic, learning the history of it and reading in the background. So it's covering both grounds, which I think is really essential.
I think you have a very good approach because I feel like you're very open, because I feel like circus is such a vast and evolving territory that the directing needs to have that same open-mindedness. I think that if one was teaching theatre or dance directing, you could have an A, B, C, D, E approach. But I think circus needs a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and swim through this new terrain and understand it. So the fact that you're inviting this wide array of accomplished directors is great.
What I've enjoyed most is the variety in age. It's quite interesting to have people coming from different disciplines and types of work, and also that are not 21-year-olds just out of a 3-year degree. It's quite interesting to be in contact with dancers, with actors, clowning, people that that will bring to the work a different perspective, as well as the younger students. So I would say, from my own experience, great stuff, and I think they will do great work.